We're here today in Sentosa on our way to Fort Siloso. Fort Siloso, as of today, will be gazetted as a national monument. It will join a list of many other national monuments, including the Istana and the City Hall. Fort Siloso is the first national monument in Singapore to be gazetted off the mainland. It's going to be a little bit of a hike, but let's check it out.
Fort Siloso is Singapore's 74th national monument, but the first to include several separate structures, 11 to be exact. Constructed in 1878, it is Singapore's best preserved 19th century fort and holds within it many stories and artifacts of Singapore's wartime years. A visit to the fort will give you a glimpse of Singapore's military history and the lives of soldiers from Singapore's time as a crown colony to the post-World War II period. Walking through tunnels, exploring soldiers' quarters and lookout points, and even getting up close and personal with various wartime machinery and guns. It is like taking a step back into history. Aside from the various structures gazetted as part of the National Monument, the many exhibitions and information points also bring history to life. But I do wonder, why are we gazetting the fort now, so many years after the battle for Singapore? National Heritage Board's Jean Wee tells us why.
The Gazette of Fort Siloso gives pause to the notion that 80 years ago, on this day, Singapore fell to adversarial forces. We're preserving the fort because it's the best 19th century fort that we have in Singapore. And it's also a message to everybody that total defense is something that we do to protect this nation. When a site is preserved, the stakeholder will be issued a set of guidelines that will govern how the site is to be maintained and preserved in future. The 11 structures were picked because of the design and function of the fort. However, the rest of the structures that are not selected for that level of protection will still be within the development control, within the boundary of the protection of the fort. Well, I believe most Singaporeans would not have had a chance to visit a fort in Singapore. And this is the first time we're actually gazetting something that's on one of the offshore Singapore islands as well. So since, we're not really traveling anywhere, please come and visit and relive some military wartime history that is our nation's own.